Hey y'all, and welcome back. So, I'm not going to talk your ear off today. I'm going to keep it nice and short. But today, our sequence is life is a balance. And as you know, it can be very difficult to juggle all the things that we have going on. So, hopefully, with on our mat, we can practice mindfulness, concentration for some of the balance poses that we're going to do and take that when we go off back into our day to day. So let's go ahead, grab your props, and let's hop into it. Let's get into it and let's go. So, welcome back to our Life is a Balance practice. And as always, knowing that you can take any posture to start off, whatever feels comfortable in your body. And I will just be offering our easy seated pose to begin. Add whatever you need to support you here as we begin to close our eyes or lower our gaze down towards the mat. Relaxing your shoulders down and back, away from the ears. And if you're sitting upright, finding length in your spine. And even if you're lying down, finding that length and relaxing the shoulders, grounding them towards your mat. Maybe you release some tension from the jaw by moving the mouth. Or maybe you take some other micro movement in the body, adjusting yourself a little bit more to find ease and comfort wherever you are. Beginning to always tune back into your breath. So even as we try to find some balance off of our mat, which can be challenging sometimes, we can find some evenness or some balance in our breathing with every inhale and exhale. And once you find some steadiness in the breath, as a collective, we'll inhale nice and big through the nose, holding at the top for a second, and exhale out of the mouth. So inhale through the nose, hold at the top, exhale out of the mouth. Taking one round on your own. Exhale, release. Releasing as you begin to open the eyes or float the gaze back up. Palms coming to the tops of the thighs and coming into a seat if you're lying down. And we'll take some body rolls in one direction. Arms can also come down to the mat or some blocks if you need them. So just warming up our spine. The circles can be as big or as small as you need. Maybe you move your neck as well. And when you're ready, reverse in the opposite direction. Allowing just fluid movements in connection with your body. Now we'll slowly come back up to neutral after coming around one more time. Bringing the palms to the tops of the thighs and taking our shoulder rolls. So going back on the inhale as you draw the shoulders up towards the ears, maybe you hold for a second and exhale, bring them back and down. Just allowing ourselves to open the body. And when you're ready, reversing the circles in the opposite way. So inhale as we bring them up and forward, and exhale, bring them down. This time on the next inhale, we'll bring the shoulders back to neutral, and we'll then take our neck circles in one direction. And reverse the circles in the opposite direction. We'll slowly bring the neck to neutral, and we'll sweep the arms up overhead. Palms may touch at the top. And as always, thinking of one thing that you're grateful for to begin or seal our practice, and floating that place of gratitude down to the heart. And we'll come into our toe squat here to warm the feet up. So patting your knees if you need to. And you can start in a tabletop position, and we'll tuck the toes under. So coming to our first arch on our foot. Slowly walk the palms back. Adjusting here, knowing if you need to come out, because this is a deep stretch here. Still finding length within our spine. Palms come to the tops of the thighs. Maybe you stay here, or bring the forearms together. So in our eagle arm variation, opening the muscles or stretching the muscles in our upper back. As you begin to reach the arms up slightly here, so you may feel that stretch. Holding and staying here, or beginning to flex at our hips, holding for a second, and inhale, coming back up. So engaging our core muscles or the front of our spine, coming forward, hold here, and inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale again, coming forward, feel the contraction in your belly. And inhale, come back up. One more time, exhale, release. And inhale, we'll come back up, lifting the palms up, maybe a little bit higher. You may be shaking. And exhale, release the palms down and come off the toes, shaking the toes out or moving them however you need to. Warming up those feet. And then we'll come into our tabletop and tuck the toes under again, this time lifting up, bend the knees, and send the hips back into your down dog. So maybe this is your down dog for today, or release the heels down to your mat. Really activate the tops of the thighs as you root into the feet, shifting the hips slightly back further, gaze coming between your feet. Find the engagement in your belly. And on the inhale, walk the right foot to the center of your mat, or the left foot to the center of your mat. And extend the right leg back behind you, three-legged dog, point the toes down. Inhale, draw the right knee to nose and step the right foot forward. Back heel comes down as we slowly come up into our warrior one. Breathing here. Exhale, release the palms down to frame your front foot. Step the right leg to meet the left for your plank. Lower the knees down. Bend the elbows. Chin comes down in chest. Palms side the sides of the chest as you lift up, baby cobra here. Engage your glutes, hold. Exhale, release. Push yourself back up into your modified plank or plank. And exhale, send the hips back downward facing dog. Inhale, walk the right foot towards the center of the mat. Extend the left leg back, three-legged dog. Find evenness in your palms here. And slowly begin to bring the left foot, hold, and step it forward. Right heel comes down. Reach the arms up into your warrior one. Finding your length in your spine. Exhale, release the palms down to frame your front foot. Left foot meets the right, and you can lower the knees or bend the elbows and come all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, or lift the thighs up, upward facing dog. Exhale, release downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the gaze towards the top of your mat and walk the feet to the front. Come into your forward fold. With our feet nice and wide, we'll bend the knees and float into our chair pose, reaching the arms in line with the ears. Send the hips back as you draw the belly in. Breathing here, lifting your chest, and inhale will come to stand, and exhale, palms float to heart center here. Releasing and finding that balance within your feet. Grounding yourself onto your mat. Inhale, float the arms back up. Exhale, we'll come back into our chair pose. So looking down, making sure we see our two big toes. Staying lifted in the chest. Exhale, we'll bring the palms or forearms together like we did earlier. Lift the palms up towards the sky, holding here in our chair variation. On the inhale, ground into the left foot, the left foot, and we'll come up to stand, finding your balance as you lift that right knee up. Still engaging your palms. And on the exhale, we'll send the back foot behind us, coming into our warrior three pose. Turn the toes down towards your mat. Maybe your toes just connect here in your warrior three. Or maybe it hovers a little bit off of your mat. Slight bend in that left knee will hold, finding our balance. And exhale, step the back foot down to your mat, coming into our warrior one. So you may need to walk the feet out a little bit more, staying lifted. On the exhale, bring the forearms together in our eagle arm variation. Lift the palms up. You may just stay here or begin to flex at your hip. So coming back into that flexion like we did in our toe squat, hold, find length, and inhale, push the ground away from you as you come back up. Exhale, slowly come forward, and inhale, we'll come back up. Find your balance in your 2 feet. Exhale, hinge forward, hold. Inhale, slowly come back up. Release the arms in line with the ears. And exhale, begin to pivot the back foot to the short edge of your mat into your warrior two. So adjusting, taking your time as you draw the left knee back to open up our hips here. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. On the exhale, we'll bring the palms behind the back. So engaging here the back muscles. Gaze comes towards that left shoulder. Engage your core. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper in that left knee. And exhale, reach the arms back out, warrior two. Gaze comes towards your left hand. And exhale, cartwheel the palms to frame your left foot as you step the left leg to meet the right. You can come in a down dog or take your flow by coming down to your mat, taking your baby cobra or up dog. And wherever you are in the exhale, we'll all meet back in our downward facing dog here. Exhale, take a moment to reset, finding the balance in both sides of your body, in your palms and your feet. And inhale, gaze comes to the top of the mat. Walk the feet towards the top into your forward fold, soft bend in the knees. Inhale, bend the knees and reach the arms in line for the ears into your chair pose again. So maybe lift the toes up off of the mat for an extra challenge and bring them back down. Inhale will come to standing. Exhale, float the palms down past the heart and by the sides, mountain pose. Inhale through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Take this time to see how your body is feeling. Is it feeling symmetrical? Is your breath nice and even? And on the inhale, we'll go ahead and bring the forearms together again. With our feet wide, we'll sit back into our chair, lifting the palms up towards the sky here. Inhale, ground into the right foot as you slowly come up to stand. Take your time. Your right knee comes up, or maybe your toes stay on the mat. Wherever you are today, hold for a second, and we'll go ahead and either drag the foot back or send the foot back, coming into our warrior 3 variation. Our toes are face down towards our mat. Soft bend in that right knee. Breathe, smile, and exhale, lower the back heel down. Slowly come up, release the arms up, warrior 1. So once again, adjusting your stance. Draw the low belly in. And exhale, we'll bring the palms back to our eagle arm variation. And you may just stay here or begin to hinge forward. This is too much on the shoulders. We'll just open the arms and hinge forward, still flexing at the hip. You can also place the palms on the hip to give yourself a break and hinge forward. So just listening to your body as you slowly come back up. And exhale, hinge forward again. On the next inhale, lifting the palms up for the arms, releasing the arms in line with the ear. And exhale, coming into our warrior 2, pivot that back foot to the short edge of your mat. Slowly draw the right hip back. So opening our inner thighs. Turn around. And on our exhale, bring the palms behind our back. Gaze comes towards that right shoulder. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper as if a wall is behind you. So really engaging our back muscles, helping with our posture. Exhale, reach the arms back into a T, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel the palms to frame your right foot. Step the right leg to meet the left, and you can just go into your down dog or lower down into your chaturanga. Inhale, come into your up dog or baby cobra. And exhale, we'll all meet into our downward facing dog. Releasing here. Find that evenness again in your palms and your feet, the tops of the thighs. Inhale, bring the gaze to the top of the mat. And we'll slowly come up this time, sweeping the arms up and bringing them back to heart center. Exhale, release them by the sides into your mountain pose. Inhaling through the nose, exhale out the mouth. This time on our inhale, we'll come back into our chair pose. So taking that flow again, bending into the knees. This time we'll start on our left and cross the left arm over the right. So coming into our full eagle arm variation, or just bring the palms together in the forearms. Like we did earlier, sitting back in your chair. Holding here. Then on the inhale, root into that right foot. The toes may stay on the mat or lift the left knee in towards the belly. Find your balance. And exhale, either drag the feet back or lift the feet off of the mat, coming back into your warrior three. It doesn't matter how high the leg goes, keeping it in line with your hip. Breathe. And exhale, come back into your warrior one. We'll unravel the arms slowly, reach the arms back up into your warrior one. Exhale, either bring the forearms together or left arm over the right, and we'll hinge forward and slowly come back up. Taking your time. Exhale, slowly come back up. Use your core to come up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, we'll come back up. Reach the arms back in line with the ear. And once again, we'll float into our warrior two. Exhale, breathing here. On our next inhale, bring the palms back behind your lower back. Gaze comes towards your right shoulder. Ground into that back foot. And inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the palms to frame the front foot. Coming back into your flow, plank or modified plank. Bend the elbows. Take your baby cobra or your up dog. Exhale, we'll all meet in our downward facing dog. Exhale, letting go. Inhale, walk the right foot in, and this time, extend the left leg back behind you. Point the toes down, three-legged dog. Inhale, draw the knee to nose, hold. And exhale, step the foot back. We'll come back into our warrior one. Reach the arms up. This time, cross the left arm once again over the right, or come into your variation here with the forearms together. And we'll begin to drag that back foot forward, coming into eagle pose. Find your balance as you lift the right knee up, and we'll cross it over the left thigh. We'll send the hips back just like we did in our chair. And if you need to, toes can come down to your mat. Holding here. Really hug the inner thighs together to help with your balance. Soft bend in that left knee. And exhale, we'll slowly come up. Release the arms and shake it out. So that's a lot of balance. All in one. But knowing that it's okay. And that also yoga does not have to be serious. So you can laugh at yourself if you come out of it. And we'll begin to just take our shoulder rolls by bringing the arms forward and back. Giving those shoulders a break. If you need to take smaller circles, doing that as well. And reverse forward. We'll sweep the arms up. And we'll exhale, twist out to a T to the left side of your mat. And inhale, we'll sweep back up. And arms open to the T to the right. Gaze can come behind you or forward. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms back and bring them to heart center. And then by the sides, mountain pose. Inhale here, exhale out of the mouth. So we'll go ahead and go to the opposite side. So I'm going to turn around. just so you can see on this side. So on the inhale, we'll go ahead and this time cross the right arm over the left for our eagle arms, or take your variation. We'll sit back into our chair. Lift those palms up wherever you are. Maybe you sit a little bit lower as you draw the lower belly in. Breathing here. And on the exhale, ground into the left foot. Come to stand. Toes are on the mat, or lift the right knee up. Exhale, drag the foot or lift the leg back, coming into your warrior three. So maybe you find a place on your mat to balance. Finding this point of concentration. Point the toes down to your mat, hold, and exhale, step the back foot behind you. Gently unravel the arms, warrior one. Staying lifted. Exhale, right arm crosses over the left again. Lift the arms up. And exhale, hinge forward. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, hinge forward, ground into both feet. And slowly come back up. One more time. We'll lift up, unravel the arms, and float into your warrior two here. Exhale, bring the palms behind your lower back. Draw the shoulder blades down. Open the left thigh back. Gaze comes towards the left side of your mat. And inhale, warrior two again. Exhale, palms frame the front foot. Step the left leg back to meet the right. Come into your flow of your choice. Either your baby cobra up dog. Inhale, push yourself back up and float into your downward facing dog. Breathing here. Then on the inhale, walk the left foot to center. The right foot comes up to the sky, three-legged dog. Point the toes down. Even out your hips and your palms. Exhale, step the right foot, hold for a second, and step it forward. And we'll float up into our warrior one. Crossing that right arm over the left. Palms can connect, or the backs of the hands. We'll drag the left foot. Finding your balance, lift the left knee up. Or keep the toes on your mat and cross that thigh over the right. Sit back low like you're in your chair. Lift the palms up and really hug those inner thighs in. Breathe. And we'll slowly come up and come out. Release the arms. Once again, come into your shoulder rolls, going back. If you need to take any neck stretches, and bring the shoulders forward. Then on our inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, coming into a slight back bend in our upward salute. And exhale, forward fold. We'll bend the left knee and the right knee at any pace that you need. And on the inhale, bend the left knee. Left palm comes to your mat as you reach the right arm up for a twist here. You can rotate the wrist if you need to in one direction and reverse in the opposite. Exhale, right palm comes down to your mat, bend into the right knee, and bring the left arm up to the sky. Rotate the wrist if you need to, and reverse the circles. Release the left palm down, and we'll widen our feet so they're about as wide as the long edge of your mat. Turn the toes out to face the corner of your mat and bend into your knees, coming into your malasana or our squat. So if this is too much, You can just widen your legs, and maybe this is your malasana today, or maybe this is your malasana. So however far you can go, maybe this is where it is for today. So just honoring your body and finding that balance between what feels good. You can also place a block or two underneath the hips. So I do this a lot in the morning at my blocks when my hips are tight. And pressing those elbows into the thighs. Lift your chest up wherever you are. And exhale, release the palms down. Removing your blocks or coming down to your mat. And we'll lower down to our back, coming into our bridge pose. So if you have a pillow or block, you can bring it as well. Slowly make your way down however you need to. And if you have a pillow or block, you can place it in between your thighs to really create more engagement in your thighs and to keep your knees in line with your hips. So I like to do this just to help with my alignment in my body, so my toes don't turn out and my knees don't turn out as well. So walk the feet slightly back. Relax your shoulders down to your mat, keeping a neutral spine. And on the inhale, begin to lift your hips up off of the mat. Your hips, your belly, and your chest rise. And hugging your pillow or blanket or your block in if you have it. Holding at the top. Find balance in both of your feet and your palms. And exhale, lower down. We'll go again. Inhale, peel the hips up. Gripping the feet into your mat, engaging your glutes. Exhale, lower back down. One more time. Inhale, lift the hips up. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Hug the prop in if you have it. Exhale, lower back down. Release your block. And we'll turn the feet outwards, coming into a reclined butterfly for a moment. And inhale, bring the knees in. We'll windshield wiper the knees left to right. And then we'll bring the knees back to neutral, and we'll come into a banana pose here. So extending the legs out, and we'll walk the feet over to the right side of our mat with your right palm grabbing your left wrist, and we'll slowly shift the torso over to the right. The left leg may cross over the right, so coming into a C shape or like a banana, stretching the left side of our body. And inhale, come back to neutral. Walk the legs over to the left side of your mat. Your right leg can cross over the left. And with our left palm reaching for our right wrist, coming into a C here as you walk the torso over to the left side of your mat. Inhale, we'll come back to neutral. And you can uncross the legs. And we'll come into our final resting pose. So our Shavasana. Or if you want to bring the soles of the feet back together for your reclined butterfly. Or if you want to come upright, putting a blanket on yourself. As you just release the tension from your muscles, the backs of your legs. your glutes, relaxing your shoulders, coming back to a nice balanced and even breath. And bringing this awareness to both sides of the body. Seeing how each side feels, even if it doesn't feel quite balanced, that's okay. Because even off of our mat, our days are not going to always be balanced. Some may be easier than others. But continuing to practice that mindfulness and moving forward, or to keep going, even through those tough moments. And that's what I think sometimes balance can look like. It might not always be 50-50 in everything that we do. But just continuing to allow yourself to adjust to the things that are going on around you in the spaces that you hold. So holding on to that as you take a few moments in your final resting. So we'll slowly begin to bring awareness back into our body by taking some gentle movements, slowly coming back into the present, wiggling your toes or moving your wrists in circles, or gently rocking your neck from left to right. And you can choose to stay where you are, come up into a seated position, taking your time. And we'll conclude our practice in our 3 rounds of cleansing breath as a union, as a collective, by inhaling through the nose, exhale out the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. In this final time on your own, and coming back to the present moment, I would like to thank you again for showing up for yourself, taking time out of your day to practice this yoga sequence with me. And I hope your body feels a little bit more balanced and also your breath as well. And that you can move with a little bit more ease throughout your day. So thank you again. And as always, namaste.